Sometimes the reasons that we feel we can't take on certain things in life is because they are bigger or greater than us. They aren't easy to answer questions. They aren't things one just might know. Fear of the unknown has been bred into humanity, mostly for survival, to keep us safe. Hey, that mushroom looks strange, maybe I shouldn't eat it. But nowadays, too often the fear of the unknown limits us. It traps us. It won't let us go on from expanding or exploring. The only way to get to the root of the issue is to swim in the river of uncertainty, even if you're just you in this whole world. Our next storyteller tonight is Jessica Sharples with Color of Childhood. Colors.
Hey world, what's up? Wow, there are a lot more of you than I thought there would be. 7.888 billion people. That's a lot of people. Well, thank you for coming out tonight. I know some of you had to travel pretty far, so we appreciate you making the trip. So, I'm supposed to say something, and all of you are supposed to listen. I know that's hard for some of you, but I have faith that if you focus, you'll be able to truly hear me. Now, of course, that means that I need to actually say something significant, deep, potentially mind-blowing. And this is where I've been struggling. What can one person say to the whole world? To be honest, I have no fucking idea. How many people here have been to a regular spotlight session? Yeah, I definitely cannot see any of you. But you know, that's okay. As some of you probably know, usually our spotlight prompts are more personal. They open the door for us to dig into our traumas and life experiences and heal whatever narcissistic father issues or personal insecurities we're dealing with at the time. But for Spotlight Presents, they went global. When I got the prompt, I came up with a list. It ranged from get your heads out of your asses to be like Jesus and love everyone. I haven't gone to church since I graduated high school, so I have no idea where that came from. As I was trying to think of what to say to all of you, the same limiting belief kept coming up. I don't have anything important enough to say to the whole world. And I'm sure there's a lot tied into that around being a woman and by default not being taken seriously and only being valued for my looks over anything else, societal pressures and expectations, patriarchy, neuropatriarchy. But it's all real. So real that I truly don't know what to say to the whole world. So, what I would like to do is give myself a reframe, just like my therapist does. Instead of having the pressure of 7.888 billion people staring at me and breathing down my neck, I'd like to say something to my younger self, to little Jessie, who hasn't had the foundation of her family ripped out from underneath her yet, or gotten her heart broken by multiple ex-lovers yet, or lost her dog Daisy or her cat Frankie yet. But who am I kidding? Kids don't listen. But maybe, if I say it to little Jessie, it will affect some of her actions. And her actions through time and space will ripple out and affect some of you 7.888 billion people. But that means that y'all have to get the fuck out. I know you traveled all this way, but this is my performance, and I'm calling the shots. I'm going to turn around, and on the count of 3, all 7.888 billion of you will be gone. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it feels so much less cramped in here. Damn, that was way too much pressure. I felt judged even before I said anything. You can't say anything to the world without the whole world judging you. But I know that little Jessie will not judge me. In the writing world, we have a teaching. The more specific you make a character or circumstance, the more universal they'll be. So, oddly enough, me talking to one specific person, in theory, will make my message universal. Okay, little Jessie, are you ready to hear an older version of you speak some wisdom into thine ear? Aww. Yeah, you can all aw with me. Come on. Aww. Yes, I was pretty bald for the first year of my life, but the hair on the outside of my ear was so long that my parents used to joke that even if I never grew hair from my head, they would just braid my ear hair. Thank God they never did. Okay, you're cute, baby Jessie, but you won't understand a word of what I'm going to say. How about you say your first words, learn how to clean up your own poop, and we'll talk later. Let's go a little older, shall we? Oh God, yeah, I definitely went through an awkward middle school phase. No offense, kid, but I can't really take you seriously. I can't even look at you without cringing. No offense. Just get those braces off, pop in some contacts, and then we can talk. How about we find a little Jessie in the middle of these two, okay? Not too young, not too old, just right. Okay, yes. This is a little princess I could really converse with. Oh, how formidable of a woman you will become. Life is going to suck so hard at times, but you'll always get through it. No matter how sad or hurt or depressed you feel in a moment, there will be tens of other moments that are fulfilling, incredible, and full of love. I see you have been fully hypnotized by Disney already. Note the Princess Jasmine comforter and the lady stuffed animal from Lady and the Tramp. Tell your mommy to stop putting on Disney movies. All you'll find in there are unrealistic beauty standards, cultural appropriation, and fallacies about how you'll never be happy unless you find your Prince Charming. Spoiler alert, eventually you will find your Prince Charming, and he's pretty hot. Oh God, but you know what? You really can't miss out on all the great Disney music. Forgot about that. Okay, that's essential to your love of pretending and performing. Okay, so how about you just watch them when you're a bit older? Okay, no 5-year-old needs to deal with all that shit. Okay, back to the important stuff. You can do anything with your life. If you love to do something, that's what you should be doing. The universe is always conspiring in our favor, so all you have to do is fearlessly go after what you want, and the rest will magically work itself out. Don't worry about mean kids like Emily. You are the master of your own happiness, not them. Oh, and spend as much time with your amazing grandmothers as you can, because one day they will not be around anymore. As a matter of fact, spend all the time you can with all the people that you love. You never know when their time will be. And love fully. There's no use in half-assing anything, especially your love for a human. Yeah, one day they might not love you anymore, but it doesn't matter. What you learn from fully loving someone teaches you more than you could ever learn alone. You know what you are, little Jessie? You're an acorn. You're a seedling, planted in the ground and growing into your full potential. One day, you're going to sprout from the ground and grow into a giant oak tree. Another spoiler alert, I'm still growing into that oak tree at the age of 32. It takes a lot of trust in yourself and the universe to understand that you're always exactly where you are meant to be, experiencing exactly what you are meant to experience, all in service of becoming exactly who you are meant to be, the best version of yourself. With all of that being said, I'd like to sing you a song. You know it, word for word, but I'm hoping that since we've now had this chat, you'll hear it in a new way. You'll find new meaning in it. And let the lyrics and melodies live in your spirit. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll